Hello everyone. Today we're looking at the Bachmann narrow gauge Quarry Hunslet Alice. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Kiln Line. Today we are looking at the first instalment of the 7mm narrow gauge stuff that I will be looking at. Today we are looking at the humble Bachmann Quarry Hunslet. This model has come sound fitted and it is Alice. This loco has a bit of history for me because this is actually the locomotive my daughter first cabbed. She's been obsessed with Alice since we read the stories. I'll put up a picture now of what stories I'm on about from Saddle Tank books. But these locomotives are absolutely stunning, and my daughter fell in love with Alice from that story, and then we managed to cab her at Balalake. But onto the model itself. Comes in a lovely box. Comes with, it says it's Dynoric Quarry Red, Quarry Hunslet 040 Tank Alice. So let's get this box open and let's have a look at the model. Firstly, the box is really nice and solid, which is quite nice. And it's got this ice cube packing here. So let me take it out of here and you can immediately see all of the detail pack. Look at all those, absolutely filled to the brim. A blanking plate, several coupling types, sandboxes, new name plates as well, like 3D ones. Yeah, there's loads in there, spare couplings which I'll be using for other projects. But yeah, brilliant, loads and loads of accessories in there. We'll have a closer look at those in a minute, but we'll have a look at the locomotive first. It's very tightly packed in there. And as you can see, this loco is quite small for a Ogauge loco, as you can imagine. But look at the details on it. It's absolutely stunning. The rails around the top. You've got the, I think these are what they use to carry fire irons and things like that, maybe. Please correct me if I'm wrong. You can see all the details in the cab. Look, obviously there's no loco crew in there at the moment, but there is plans. Look at that beautiful locomotive. Okay, enough of me handling this loco. Let's get it down to a piece of track and see what it looks like up close and personal. Before I go into the closer look, I've just noticed we've got some etched plates, both for the name Alice and the Hunslet builder plates, which I think is an absolutely wonderful touch, and I will endeavour to fit them eventually. Regarding the sounds for the locomotive, what you do is you lift up this bit of paper here and it gives you all the details on the bottom of the box. So you've got the Bachmann Collectors Club, which, you know, if they decide they are going to release more of this stuff, then I may have to have a look at. You've got the owner's manual for the locomotive, where you can replace the buffers on the locomotive for different types and also different couplings. Got fire irons there, as I thought, which is quite cool. And you've got, not sure what they are. Oh, they're the blanking plate, yep. Got places for lubrication, decoder fitting. And you've got all the decoder functions, a couple of those there. Obviously your standard warranty stuff. And then you've got the sound fitted thing here. Literally everything you could possibly need. Useful to know that it's got a brake. It's got an active brake on this locomotive. And on the back you've got the sound functions, which we will go through later on in the video. Okay, so here we are down on the workbench on a piece of track. We've got Alice in front of us, and as you can see, she looks absolutely stunning. The livery work on the locomotive's tanks and the sides of the cab, I suppose, are absolutely brilliant. As you can see, it comes with prototypical narrow gauge couplings. when the camera focuses. That just hooks onto an identical coupling on the piece of stock. As you move along the side of the locomotive, well, you can see the dumb buffers as well. This locomotive comes with different lengths of dumb buffers, and then it comes with different couplings as well, which can be extended depending on how far the dumb buffers come out. So we go down the right hand side, we can see the valve gear and the cylinder cocks. The nameplate here is painted on, but she does come with brass etch ones, which are very, very nice indeed. They will be going on the locomotive at some point. You can just about make out on the running board, you can see the suspension just inside the frames. Move along here, you've got the Hunslet building plate as well, which is also printed on, but I also have etched versions of that too. Looking at the top of the locomotive, we've got the coal bunker, which is got some coal in it, which is always nice to see. It's relatively realistic looking too. I'll show you inside the cab when we have a look from the other side. We've got the water filling cap and the two hooks for the locomotive irons, as I said earlier. If that's not correct, please let me know. And they've got the super long funnel for a Quarry Hunslet. I just love how in proportion this locomotive is with the tall funnel. So now we'll have a look at the other side and inside the cab. Alright, she's been spun round and we're now going to have a look inside the cab. As you can just make out, you can see the wonderful detail on the water glasses there, inside there. You can see the whistle, these safety valves, which are very close to the driver, and also the pressure gauge just there on top of the boiler too. The reverser, handbrake and the regulator. On the back of the locomotive you've got the dumb buffers again and the coupling, and you've got some doors which are obviously there for shoveling, well, for cleaning out the ash pan. Used to use these on the Peckett at the Telford Steam Railway because you've got extra room to move the fire irons in and out of the cab. As for underneath and for the rest of the locomotive, it's largely the same as on the other side, where you've got the valve gear, cylinder cocks, but here you've got the reversing rods on the side of the loco, and also you've got some very, very fine detailed handrails going around the top, which are absolutely amazing as well. They are perfectly straight and just look the part. This locomotive is an absolute stunner, and I can't wait to show you it running. Right, we are now with the scales. I can guarantee for one, this one will be nowhere near as heavy as the Ogauge locomotives we've looked at in the past. So first things first, we'll put the bit of double Ogauge track on the scales, get them to calculate, and then we'll put the loco on. Yeah, about 117 grams. This weighs practically nothing compared to the Ogauge locomotives, but we'll see how this thing pulls a rake of either the L&B coaches or the slate wagons. We interrupt this broadcast to bring you a message from our sponsor. EB Models are a 3D printing specialist in Barnstable, Devon. They provide high-quality 3D printed products for all major model railway scales, as well as for dioramas ranging from N-gauge pallets to benches to full-blown O-gauge gantry cranes. They're also able to do bespoke items for your modelling needs. So find them on Instagram, Facebook, eBay, or even on their website for a quotation or to check out what they have to offer. Links for all these options will be available in the description. Okay, so we've seen what this locomotive looks like. Let's see how she sounds.
Clear my side. Clear, okay. Clear my side. Clear, okay. Red light ahead. Red light. Red light ahead. Red light. Chuck some coal on that fire. Chuck some coal on that fire.
Well, we've now heard what this locomotive sounds like, so let's take it for a spin.
Chuck some coal on that fire.
In summary, this locomotive is purely charming. This first largely affordable entry into NG7, 7mm, and Bachmann have done a wonderful job. This locomotive has plenty of detail along with a lot of extra bits to further detail it. The locomotive runs extremely well for an 040 locomotive, but could probably do with a stay alive due to its short wheelbase, if you can fit one in there. All in all, this locomotive is a brilliant piece of kit and a wonderful entry to the NG7 journey. I can't wait to see what Bachmann bring to the market next. Well done, Bachmann. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and even comment if you want to see or hear more from the Kiln Line.